Alright, I'm showing you today how to fill out truth tables. So, I'm going to start off by teaching you what the operators mean and how to do them. So, I'll start with the till, which is just a little squiggly. That means not. So, a till is the opposite of the truth value that follows. So, that's till Q. So to fill out, you'd fill out that first, and then you'd fill out, it would be just the opposite of whatever Q is. So Q is true in that case, then it's false in this case. Q is false, so that's true, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So then do the dot. I'll show you the dot next. Dot means and. So the dot is only true if both of the conjuncts, because it's a conjunction, it's only true if both the conjunctions are true. So let's say right here, R and S. So that's T and T, so that's true. T and F, that would be false because it's not the same, because it's not TT.
Gotcha.
And so we'll go to the wedge next, which is just a V, essentially. That means unless, and that is only false. That is false if both of the letters are false. Otherwise, it's true. So, P, unless Q. P and Q are both true, so that's true. Q or T unless F is true. F unless T is true. But if they're both false, then it's false.
And that's this one. Let me just read it again. False if both are false. Otherwise, it's true. So unless it's FF, it's true.
Yes.
Okay.
So then a horseshoe is next. It's just a horseshoe. And that means if, space, then space. Or only if. Or it's called, or it would look like space, only if, space. So that horseshoe is only false if it's T horseshoe F. So Q, right?
Yep.
Q horseshoe R is T horseshoe T. So it would be true. T horseshoe T is true. T horseshoe F is false because it's only false if it's T horseshoe F.
Mm-hmm.
So F horseshoe T is false, or is true. F horseshoe T is true. T horseshoe T is true. T horseshoe F is false. Alright? Anything that's not T horseshoe F is true.
Let me just read that one more time. Horseshoe equals if, then, or only if. So for the horseshoe, it's only false if the conjunct is T is T and F.
Horseshoe, yeah. So if
Exactly.
you see T horseshoe F, it's false.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it's true.
Gotcha.
And finally is the triple bar. It's just a bind conditional. And that is true if both the things, both the T, or both the letters are surrounding it, or have the same truth value. So they could both be true, or they could both be false, and it would be true. But if they're true false or false true, then it's false.
Gotcha.
So
Where's one of those?
that's one right here.
Okay.
So T, triple bar T would be true. T, triple
Wait a
bar
minute,
F.
I need to look at it again.
It's only
True
so triple
if-
bar is only true if these have the same truth value.
Okay.
So it could be
These
still be
two.
F too.
Right. Yep.
So-
So this is true. This is false. False. True. Okay.
Alright. So now on to actually filling out the truth table.
Okay.
So you start by filling out the already given truth, like the values of these on the left. So this is the case for all truth tables.
Okay.
So if there's only two letters, two statements, whatever, in the equation, I guess,
Yeah.
then so like I said, if there's only two, then the first letter. Wait, if there's only 2, then there's 4 T's and F's.
Okay.
4 rows. Basically.
Yes.
And then so the first letter is always goes down the row as true, true, false, false. And then the second letter is true, false, true, false.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's 3 letters in the statement, or 3 statements in the argument, then the first one is 4 T's and 4 F's, because
Okay.
there's 8 total rows.
Okay.
The second letter is true, true, false, false, and then true, true, false, false again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third letter is true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false.
Okay.
All right, so I'll have you start. Oh, then also to know, it's when operating, if there's parentheses,
Mm-hmm.
then you operate in those first.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that first, then that, or then, in this case, you would do. So this is the main operator, right?
Mm-hmm.
That, so you do that last.
Okay.
So in this case, there's only one operator in there, so you just do that one. But if there's more than one, there's, I'm trying to think, you call them Mo and Schmo or something.
Mo and Larry.
So the main operator you do last,
Okay.
but you still do it before you do those because it's in the parentheses, right? So
Yeah.
In this case, once you're out of the parentheses, you do that first because you always do those first.
So if this is last, the first thing you do is this,
I mean,
then this.
you can, I guess, read it like left to right.
Okay.
So just do that, then that,
Okay.
and then you do that based off these 2.
Okay.
So like this.
Yeah, this one's tricky.
So this would, so like I said, that means unless, and both are false, or it's false if both are false. So you would work off of these. After you fill this out,
Yep.
and this out,
Yep.
you use this using these,
Okay.
right?
All right. Yep. I might need. Yeah. Okay.
So, let's see. So like in this, like I said in this one, you do that first. These first,
Mm-hmm.
then that last, and then you do that, then that.
And when you do this and this,
That you haven't done P, so that is just the opposite of P.
right?
True, true, true.
This.
And then that you would do not, so you would use this, the not P, and this, the not S. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
wouldn't use this anymore.
At all. We never used this, did we? Oh no,
Well,
we did
to
for this.
find
Yep.
these.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, what else?
All right. Can I repeat that then? So here you would do the tilde R, so not
Or
the
tilde-
logic
tilde-
there.
tilde
First
S.
you do this. Oh yeah, either you do this
Well,
one
I don't
and
think
this
it
one.
really matters.
Then you would do these 2, and these would be working with P.
But
No, this one would be working with
you
P.
do that, you do these, and then that. and
Oh,
then
last
this.
one in the parens.
Yes,
Okay.
And then that.
Yep. And then that. Okay.
All right. So
That
now
might
have
take
you
me a while, but okay.
Fill out the left side for all of these.
All right.
I find it easier to, for the next one,
Mhm.
just like do it inside the line, so you can keep them like in the same row. You know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. Like use the paper?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is 4, so it's going to be true, true, false, false. And that's always true, false, true, false. True, false. Now there's 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. What happened? Did I do 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one I already did. Oh, I got to do
You wanna finish that?
the second side then is, wait a minute, true, true, true. Oh, I got to do all 3, that's right. This one then is true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. And this is true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. It's just the patterns.
Yeah. Because I mean, there's only so many.
And I get it. So
ways
this
to
is
do it.
pretty much half and half, and then this is double alternates, and this is single
Yeah.
alternates.
And
So
that's
this
the
is the same again. So true, 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 false, false.
Yep.
Okay.
same.
Why do I keep forgetting that? True, false, true, false. Okay.
All right. So that one's all set. We already did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we'll start with this one.
All right, so I'll think out loud and you can spot me if I need it. So first I'm doing this, the tilde,
Yeah.
and because it's between these two, I'm doing this one first. Or does it not
Doesn't
matter?
matter.
Okay, so this is not Q. So I am filling in here the opposite of Q.
Yes.
So this is going to be false, true, false, true. Then,
Remember that.
Oh.
You're doing it.
thank you.
I never actually specified that. So you always do the T's and F's under the operators.
Operators, okay. All right, so opposite of Q. So false, true, false, true. Then the period is dot.
You do that tilde first.
Oh, all right, opposite of P. So now this is just going to be false, false, true, true. Now I'm going to do the dot.
Yeah.
And the dot is both have to be true. And I am using these two.
These two.
I'm still
The
using
final. Once you use that, if there's a tilde, once you use that to fill out the tilde, you don't use those anymore.
either of them.
Either.
Okay.
You use these because
Okay.
those are the new value, or those.
Yeah, I
are,
gotcha. Yep, yep. I get how it's like the equation. All right, so this is, now I forget what this is.
So that's and.
And,
both have to be true.
okay. So this is going to be false, 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 true.
Yep. So that's complete.
Okay. Now, this one
Is,
is if,
so that's
then else. No,
if blank, then blank.
okay.
All right, so if P, that means if P, then Q. Just like pretend there's something here for the if, I guess. So that is only false if it's T and,
T. T and F.
yes, T
All
and
right.
F.
This
only
is only
false.
false if it's T and F.
Yes.
So this is false. Oh. This is true.
Yeah.
This is false. This is true. This is true.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm doing in parens first. So again, this is R if Q. So it's going to be the same thing. They have to be the same.
What do you mean? No. That is the horseshoe. So it's
Okay.
only false if T, then F.
F, right.
only false
Okay, if
if
it's
T,
T and F.
Then F.
It's only false if it's T and F. So it's these two.
But now pay attention. So keep going.
It's these two
Yeah.
that I'm looking at. And it's only false if it's T and F.
Yeah.
So this is true, true, false.
No.
T and F, I thought.
It is, but R comes before Q. That's just.
Oh, ho, ho. Very good. So that's true, 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 false. That's false, false, true, true.
All right. You've completed the tasks.